Okay, nice, simple, effective. I like that. You know, your new ETF Profit Driver course looks really amazing. I just wanted to thank you for leaking out a preview copy to me. Just got it a couple of days ago. One of the things that's really exciting to me about the course is that you teach 4 separate yet complementary trading methods. Can you give me some detail and the listeners some detail on what the goals of these methods are and why you chose to teach 4 instead of, say, just 1 or 2?
Sure. You know, the markets behave in different ways at different times, offering trade opportunities, but not always in the same way. So you need different methods to capture those opportunities. So with ETF Profit Driver, we do indeed have 4 separate but synergistic or complementary methods. And here's kind of a summary of how those work. The first thing I'm looking for are breakouts from congestion. And we use the breakaway method of ETF Profit Driver to identify those particular breakouts and get on board and ride the market as it breaks out. Now, what's interesting about the breakaway method is it's very, very discerning. It will not trigger a position based on just any breakout, because the problem with breakouts, Norman, as you know, is there are a lot of false breakouts. And so what breakaway method does is filter out those false breakouts as much as possible so that you really get the really good ones. And then after the market breaks out and moves on up, the new trend will get legs and establish itself. And I call that the dominant trend. And what I want to do there is get on board when there's really good momentum that's developed in this trend. In other words, I already know the trend is moving and I want to get in there. The trick is to get in at the right point. We call that the momentum maximizer method. And then there are other opportunities in a dominant trend where it looks like the trend might be over, and but it's not. It rebounds and continues for another leg up. We call that the rebound trend rebound method. And,
sounds like some of my relationships. Yeah.
Huh?
Sounds like some of my relationships. The trend rebound method.
yeah.
Tell me more about that one.
There's some commonality
Parallels,
to life's
yeah.
experiences, yeah. And then the last one is really interesting in that oftentimes a dominant trend will fake out traders in that it looks like the trade is not only over with but is reversing, but only to recover once again for yet another leg up. And again, those are tougher to spot, but with our trend recovery method, we are able to spot those. And when you get on one of those, it usually pays off pretty well.
Yeah, that's the one I'm going to go get into. I'll plug in a DVD right after this call because I haven't seen that one yet, but that looked interesting. Okay, now as I understand it, you're only going to release about 450 copies of the ETF Profit Driver, and you're going to do it over a week's time. Why is that?
Yeah, well, for a couple of reasons. One, it's really important to me that my students are going to actually understand ETF Profit Driver and the 4 methods and are actually successful with it. So I want to really be able to focus on a small charter group of students who are serious and they're ready to really supercharge their portfolio with a whole new set of methods. And well, the other reason is that I want to make sure I can support all of my students' questions. I've got a small staff right now, that's growing, but I don't think it's fair to try to support, say, thousands of students. It just doesn't work. So I like to take small steps to make sure everybody gets the attention they need. We really want our folks to get it.
I mean, I kind of knew the answer to that, but I wanted you to say it because this, I think, has always made you and your past offerings different. Your attention to the support and making sure that people understand it instead of just even saying they understand it sometimes. Excellent. Thanks again, Bill. It's always a pleasure you laugh at my jokes, and you're a good guy besides a good trade. I really appreciate the time you spent today.
Well, thank you, Norman. Always a pleasure.
Bye-bye.